Terror seems to return to Delhi. An attack on a car owned by the Israeli embassy. An Israeli diplomat is injured. Israel blames Iran and Hezbollah for the attack. That's one of the big stories that we are following today on India Decides at 9. You're watching India Decides at 9. I'm Vikram Chandra. Today, our special focus will be on that attack on that car, the Israeli embassy car. But we are also going to be taking a close look at the black money row and a new figure which has come on black money, $500 billion. But let's first quickly take you through all the major headlines. An Israeli embassy car explodes close to the mission in New Delhi in a suspected terror attack. One diplomat and 3 Indians are injured. This seemed to be a coordinated attack. A similar one was thwarted in Georgia. The Israeli Prime Minister blames Iran and the Hezbollah. Israel vows to find the attackers and says it will fight terror with resolve and a firm hand. Some reports also suggest this could be a copycat revenge attack. Nuclear scientists in Iran were killed in a similar way. Around $500 billion in black money belonging to Indians is stashed away in tax havens abroad. That was the startling disclosure made today by the CBI director. This is the first official figure of black money. He also said that Indians are the largest depositors in Swiss banks, but blamed a lack of political will in tax havens for the problem. The Congress speaks in different voices on Salman Khurshid's row with the Election Commission. Pranab Mukherjee says people occupying posts of responsibility should speak responsibly. Priyanka Gandhi, though, backs Khurshid, says these things happen during elections.
People have their own views, and we are a democracy. They are free to air their own views. Of course, the Election Commission is also free to give their opinion on it, and I'm sure the matter will be sorted out between the two parties.
And I subscribe to his view. You be responsible persons who have to speak responsibly.
The Pakistani Supreme Court charges Prime Minister Yusuf Raza Gilani for contempt of court for refusing to revive corruption cases against President Zardari. Gilani pleads not guilty, but he could lose his job and perhaps even go to jail for 6 months if convicted. Uddhav Thackeray says there is no chance of him and Raj uniting and that Sharad Pawar is scared of his leadership. He also tells NDTV that he isn't anti-North Indian, but he feels that the centre has not given Mumbai its due.
मुंबई से दिल्ली में जाता है ना, वो हर साल 1.25 लाख करोड़ से ज़्यादा पैसा जाता है एज ए टैक्स. इतनी ताकत है मुंबई में, और उसके सामने मुंबई को क्या मिल रहा है?
Attempts at a truce between the BCCI and Sahara have failed. The BCCI rejected demands from the Sahara group, including a drop in the amount of bank guarantees and permission to field 6 foreign players. Talks apparently, though, are still on. British soul singer Adele wins 6 awards at the Grammys. Other big winners include the Foo Fighters. But the ceremony was overshadowed by the death of Whitney Houston. Many stars paid her their respects. But first, the big focus on the big story today, an explosion in a car that injured an Israeli diplomat who also is married to another Israeli diplomat. Israel has now termed this a terror attack backed by Iran and by Hezbollah. The Indian police says that a motorcyclist had apparently stuck the explosives to the rear of the Innova vehicle. The motorcyclist moved a little ahead and then the blast took place. The car, as you can see in these pictures, was then in flames. A forensic team found the explosives in the car. The diplomat and 3 others were injured. Israel has blamed Iran for the attack in Delhi and also in other cities. The Indian foreign minister has spoken to his Israeli counterpart and has promised a speedy investigation. Now seen here is some footage taken on a mobile phone camera by an eyewitness. The Israeli diplomat's car is in flames after the explosion. The incident took place very close to the Prime Minister's residence, and this is one of the highest security zones in the capital. As we said a short while back, there are some indications that this could be copycat revenge attacks. Nuclear scientists in Iran have been killed in a similar way, and this is also on the anniversary of the killing of a top Hezbollah leader.
היום היינו עדים לשני ניסיונות פיגוע נוספים באזרחים חפים מפשע. הראשון באזרחית ישראל שנפצעה בניו דלהי, והשני בעובד מקומי בשגרירות ישראל בגיאורגיה. איראן שעומדת מאחורי הפיגועים הללו היא יצואנית הטרור הגדולה בעולם. ממשלת ישראל וגורמי הביטחון ימשיכו לפעול יחד עם שירותי הביטחון המקומיים נגד מעשי טרור אלה. אנחנו נמשיך לפעול ביד חזקה, בשיטתיות ובאורך רוח נגד הטרור הבינלאומי שמקורו באיראן.
The culprits will be brought to justice at the earliest. I have just spoken to the Israeli foreign minister and I have reassured the Israeli foreign minister that the law of the land will take its course.
And for more on this, we're now being joined by Mr. Alon Oshpitz, who's Israel's ambassador to India, joining us now on India Decides at 9. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, for joining us. You've had some time now to understand, to analyze the attack that took place today. What's the latest you can tell us on your own thinking?
First of all, thank you very much, sir, for having me tonight. This is a very grave evening for us. As we speak right now, a lady, diplomat, one of our own, is going through medical treatment in a hospital in the heart of Delhi. Our hearts and souls, our hearts and minds and souls are with her, and we wish her a full and speedy recovery. This is a viciously planned terrorist action taken at the heart of New Delhi, the capital of the biggest democracy in the world. We don't have any doubt regarding who stands behind it. It's the same regime that is calling openly for years now for the destruction of the state of Israel, that is doing whatever it can in order to kill Israelis, civilians including, and that was behind the terrorist actions against Israeli embassies all over the world, against a Jewish community center in Buenos Aires. You know, their actions follow their public statements.
NDTV's cricket app, Android and iPhone, fastest scorecard, special analysis, and much more. Download free. ndtv.com/apps.